Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ryan Punzalan, a current freshman here at Northeastern, and I'll be running for the position of social chair on the 2010-2011 D1E board. Just a small background about me. I was born in New York City, born and raised, and I have a lot of family that actually went to schools in Boston. I would be the second person to be going to Northeastern, but I have a lot of people a lot of cousins who went to BU, and some friends who went to BC. And so, with my cousin going to BU, they established a strong tie between schools, between Northeastern, BU, and BC. And with that, me being in Northeastern, I would like to reestablish those ties that were brought before. I want to bring it back now if I was on the board. The position of social chair needs, I believe, strong leadership, and I believe I could bring a good leadership to D1. I feel like social chair needs to take things into initiative and to make things happen, and without that drive, things wouldn't be as smooth as possible on D1. Social chair, I believe, need to be outgoing, need to reach out to other schools and communicate well in person and as well as online and on the in that kind of media. And I believe social chair needs to be fearless and not afraid to take chances and take risk and to, make mistakes if that happens, but just keep going and keep doing what you're doing. And I feel like if I was given the opportunity, I would keep doing what I'm doing, no matter what people tell me, if it's wrong or if it's right. If I feel it's right for D1, then I will keep doing that. My goals for D1 as social chair is simple. I want to have an event in each different member school. For example, an event in September in BC, or like a mixer in Northeastern in November, or a holiday party somewhere in Tufts or Wellesley, something like that. But my main goal right now is to have a better communication between schools and to have a more cohesive district. Because I feel like right now all the schools are doing their own thing and not really trying to interact with each other. So I want to have a more cohesive district, be more active with schools that aren't that active, and to have D1 as one big family. I feel like D1 needs to be together more, just even the smaller schools and the big schools. So instead of naming the big three of BC, BU, and NU, we have all the schools together as one big family. I think that's really important in the future. Not just next year, but we need to tell the incoming freshmen or anyone who is not really interested in D1, just to bring them in and get this going. And I feel like if I was appointed social chair of D1, I would make that happen. Thank you.
Any questions for Ryan?
You
Yes.
said that your relatives had past experience. I mean, they went to D1 member schools, and they were very active as D1 members. Have they offered any kind of advice at all to you, or I guess have you talked to them at all about you running for this position? If so, have they given any input?
Well, I meant they haven't really directly spoke to me about running for election on D1, but when I told them about elections for Barcata, they were just like, you know what, you would be perfect for that position because you know what you have in mind, you go for your goal, and I feel like that could relate to D1 at the same time. So when they were presidents of FSA, they were always trying to think of something new, but always keep the old members interested. So I feel like I could do the same thing if I asked for their advice, because they were successful with it, and I think I could go to them if I need help with something like this. Yes.
How long ago were your family members students?
My latest family member who went to BU graduated 2 years ago.
And Joni?
Yeah, Joni.
Oh.
She graduated 2 years ago, and my first cousin Pam graduated
The year before.
3 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago.
The year before Joni.
Yeah. So I have close ties with them. And they were really close to everyone else, so I want to do the same thing.
He was my president when my freshman year, so.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Talked about trying to get other schools to come in, and you mentioned how schools are into their own, into their own thing. How are you going to motivate other schools to come and think as a unit, as a whole collective unit versus their own task?
Well, I notice now that most of the meetings or most of the big events happen in BC, BU, and NU. I feel like if we try to reach to their schools and try to have an event at their school, and we invite their members and their e-board to join in what we're doing, I feel like that will spark interest in their members to do what we could do now. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so like just going to their schools or talking to them or having them meet with us more, just to, just start something. Because I feel like if we do that, then we could have more interest in the smaller schools to join us, in the big three.
Any more questions?
Okay. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.